Hey, what's up, you guys? With Hunter, Dallas Regional. How did the regional go?
I did pretty bad in the main event. I played a Winamat and got to the finals. I'm not playing serious because I had my invite, so I've been playing, decks I love and been trying to make random attacks with it. My love is gadgets. Right now, machine gadgets are kind of good, but it didn't really have the best matchup with everything. So I put some text in there to try to help that and mitigate it. And the text worked. It's just
I paid cash.
Like shit happens.
That's basically it. Let's get into this.
3-gear frame, 3 fortress. These are obvious parts of the Machina engine, but I also play 2 force. Normally they'd play like 1 cannon or 1 force, whatever. I play force because it's prettier. But I play 2 because I like the ability to reborn this bitch a lot more than normal. And having a force basically automatically lets you get big eye. Force is prettier. Secret. Yes, I'm not even kidding. I have no difference. 6 gadgets, consistency. It's part of the gadget deck. I opened up with multiple of these a lot today. I was not too happy about that. My tech was 3 Guaiba. In theory, it works. Like if my Merlanian deck first turn summons Undyne, I can swing over it, get a Lagia. Decks everything right now is kind of small, so it works. And in the mirror match, which I didn't play any of, but I kind of wish I had. It's amazing. And another reason I decided to put it in was because in the traps, I've been wanting to play Lance in machining gadgets for a long time because bottomless sneakers kill Fortress. Well, I wanted to play 2 Lance in there anyway, so why not play something that mitigates it? Like Guaiba is amazing with the Lances like that. 2 pot of duality, consistency, avarice, Philip and Greg, like heavy, dark hole, reborn, Timothy, all I feel like staples. I decided not to play 3 MST because it doesn't seem worth it right now. But I side others, so it's okay. I played 2 Mirror Force. These used to be compulsives, but I realized my hardest matchups are agents and Atlanteans, and these are better against agents and Atlanteans rather than compulsives. 2 bottomless, basic generic removal. It's really good. I feel like 1-for-1 removal, and it's a lot of those bigger cards. Double warning. I'm not going to explain some of these. It's fine. Double torrential. Sometimes you only have 1 monster on the field, and your opponent explodes torrential. Clear board. 2 deep prison. Mirror Force and Deep Prison together really protect everything you need to have, and having that gadget and setting a Deep Prison and they can't get over it, you can go to X next turn really helps. Another reason for Fiendish Chain. I don't like Baylor for some odd reason. Macro exists, and I prefer being able to stop my opponent from attacking. You have no idea how many times I got to chain big monsters that were going to use their effects and attack me. So it stops all that. That's the main deck. It's 40 cards. In theory, it should work. I got bad matchups, which, can be said for anything. I'm not going to whine about it. I got Merlanian Agents quite a bit. But, the deck was fun. I enjoyed playing. The extra goes as follows. 1 Lagia Dolka. Where's my Dolka? For the Guaibas, 2X. You actually need to a lot. It happens. A Roach, Agents, Chaos Dragon. 1 Utopia and Array. Utopia Array is basically a win condition, and you can basically summon it whenever you want. This card, I had to get it today, but this card is amazing on its own. Not only because it gets rid of Zen mains and my Shogun problem cards, it deals 1,000 damage. Life points in this this game matter so much, and 1,000 points of damage can actually be detrimental. Which is another reason Cowboys in here. I've won at least 1 or 2 games today because of Cowboys burn. And you know, it gets over things. It can crash with a. I'm pretty sure it can crash with a 3K. Like too damn good. My stroke is another one of the most amazing rank 4s in the game. Being able to flip stuff. It's a dart, so Catastor, like, this deck has a problem with Catastor, that's what this is for. Abyss Dweller, it can basically single-handedly win a game against Merlanians and Dark Lords, and it's easy to go into, it's generic, and it with some back row, they can't get over it. Couple Operative, it's basically a staple. I didn't go into it once today, but the option was there, and, you know, it just works, especially against Spirit Reapers. Shockmaster, I did not go into it once today because, you know, I have to normal summon each of my level 4s usually to get it off, to get, you know, things off, and I would rather go into other rank 4s than have to leave 3 on the field for this to be warranted. But, you know, it's always there, and, you know, I could take it out, but once double summon comes around, it's going to be pretty good. Big Eye. Fortresses, steal things.
Enough said.
It's probably my favorite Xyz. Catastor, Reborning of Valor, or, you know, outside Valors.
I think right now that there's a definite...
Two Thunder King, it's a good...
I wonder why you run that.
It's a good call to the meta, like, I really think it's amazing. Joji Lander hates it, but I am completely the opposite. It stops so many matchups, like, especially against, like, Merlanian. If you summon it and you have, like, 2 back row, you basically win. 2 Valor, Gear Guys, Mirror Matches, random, like, Spellcasters. This, weirdly enough, destroys Spellcasters, and I loved it for that. Warrior Lady. Warrior Lady is weird with me because, you know, I basically said, if I side out the Guaibas, I need extra monsters. That's usually what Thunder King was for. This also really helped with that. And, it's, like, it is used where Snowman Eater would be used, except it's a level 4 in case you ever actually have to exceed with it. 2 Soul Takers. I didn't side these in as much as I really should have. Especially against agents, weirdly enough. But generic removal is good, and Chaos Dragon's about to play them. Mind Control. Not every deck right now is playing level 4s, but, you know, there's decks that are forced to play level 4s, especially Mirror Match and Gear Guy. This shines to get me X's out of nowhere, but also Rabbit. Like, they don't always open Rabbit, so I can steal their Saber Swords or Cobblezalls and use it to exceed.
And then you'll have the 2
MST Dust, extra back row hate.
games by itself.
It's hard to explain more. Rivalry overgoes basically all the time, because the only matchup that goes into over Rivalry is like Samurai, and I'm not too worried about them. And lastly, 2 Macro. It'd be, like, the card is really good. Macrocosmos. Some people think it'd be weird to play in this deck because of Machina, but it doesn't hurt the Machina engine. If it's on the field, you're fine usually anyway. And besides, you can still pitch a force, and it banish the force, but summon the fortress from your hand.
Alright, so a few quick questions before I die or something on batteries. Some of just their hardest matchups or highlight matchups.
Atlantean and agents, I can't take them. There's so much, like even you can't even hardly grind game with them because of the amount of big monsters that they have.
Any like changes you'd maybe make to kind of deal with the threat?
Probably side a 3rd macro, like, I'm not sure exactly right now. Like, I'm not sure even if I would play the second event again. But the theory is good, but it just
Didn't really work today.
It didn't work today for some reason.
Alright, well, cool. Thanks. Appreciate the time. And yeah.